how to stop smoking weed now. I was not a smoker like every day, but I ended up in rehab. So today I can teach you how I quit, how I stopped smoking weed, and how you can also stop smoking weed starting from now. This is YouTube channel where I train brains to become addiction free. Now if you have an addiction problem, make sure that you subscribe right now, because I'm gonna be helping you to quit and break your addiction. When you try to stop smoking weed, you have to admit to yourself that you're a drug addict. See, if many people think that weed is no big deal, okay? But for some people it might not be a big deal, but for others it is a big deal. And why is that? Because if you have this addictive type of personality, it's gonna be a big deal for you. But you might have a friend who is not an addictive type of person, and he just smokes weed sometimes and he has no problems. But see, us, like addictive type of people, we get it on a different level. We smoke weed so much to feel better, and then without weed we don't feel completed, okay? And you wanna smoke more and more and more. So what's the solution? How you can stop smoking weed? Number one step, as I already mentioned, you have to admit to yourself that you are a drug user. This is a serious drug, and I'm not gonna go into details why it's bad for you and what are the benefits of quitting. You might already know this, but in this video I just want to go through the process, what you can do to stop smoking weed. Step number 2, know that there are 2 parts of quitting any drug, that has physical part and psychological part. Now weed does not include a lot of physical withdrawal symptoms, but it still has. So you have to consider physical side of quitting weed. And at the same time, the most important is the psychological part of quitting weed. It's good to know about this because you can clean up your psychological addiction, and at the same time, when you're ready, then you stop smoking weed, and it's much easier to handle the withdrawal symptoms of your physical addiction when your psychology is ready. Step number 3, avoid triggers, okay? Try to avoid people that smoke weed or your friends that you used to smoke weed together with, because this is going to trigger your addiction, and this is going to remind you that you have to smoke. So anything that triggers your addiction, be it if you have a bong at home or if you have some paper rolls or whatever, get rid of any type of triggers. And if you go to parties and you smoke weed there, don't go to parties, okay? During the time when you're trying to quit, don't go. Step number 4, make sure that your diet is full of nutrition and exercise, okay? When you're a drug user, I know that the last thing you want to do is exercise, but this is very important. If you made decision that you want to quit, this is the way to go. You have to start exercising. Start slowly. You don't have to go hard exercise. Start very slowly, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, and increase gradually. But make sure that you have nutrition full diet. You support, even if it's necessary, you need to support yourself with supplements, okay? And you have to follow some exercise, because this is very important. It's for your brain, it's for the support of your brain. Next step is to tell everybody that you made decision to quit, okay? If your parents don't know about that you're smoking weed, it's okay, but tell your friends, tell everyone who knows that you smoke weed and you decided to stop it, okay? You don't want to use it anymore. In this way, you will stick to your decision. You're more likely to stick to your decision. This is important because you will be more committed when you make promise, okay? Step number 6, nobody really talks about this step, but this is one of the most important when you try to quit your addiction. Make sure that you identify the real reason why you're addicted to weed, okay? Why do you smoke weed? A lot of people think that it's because of the pleasure that you get from smoking weed, but I want to challenge your mind, and I want to make you think differently. I want you to ask yourself, why is that you don't have pleasure without smoking weed? What are you missing in your life that if you're totally sober, you don't feel good? And you're chasing something else outside so that you feel completed and you feel fulfilled and you feel happy. Okay, what is it that makes you feel bad when you're sober? Okay, stay to yourself. This step is very important in addiction. Stay to yourself alone and try to figure out what is it that makes you unpleasant. Okay, what is it that you have bad feeling with yourself? Why is that? Most importantly, what is the reason why it's happening that you're not happy? When you really identify the deep cause of your addiction, this is what will fix everything, and the steps that I mentioned earlier will become just pleasurable and very easy. So this is the way to go to quit smoking weed and to stop it for good, and you will never need it again. See, I was a really heavy drug user, and I tried willpower, I tried many different ways, and I am an addictive type of person, okay? I have an addiction problem in general. I go 100% full in with everything in my life. So that is a problem, because some people can just smoke weed and enjoy it for fun and have no problems, and they can't understand why we say that the smoking weed is bad, okay? But because we are addictive type of people, for us it creates a lot of problem in life. If you start smoking weed, it kills your ambition, and I don't want to go in details why it's bad or what are the benefits of not smoking weed. But the idea is that for us it's bad, and for those people who have no addictive type of personality, it's okay to smoke. So this is the this is the difference between us, and that's why there is a lot of arguments that people say it's a medical cure, you don't need to prohibit marijuana and so on. But for us it can be really dangerous. So the point is that if you're an addictive type of person, you have to smoke weed, and when you identify the problem, why is that you don't feel good with yourself without smoking weed or without any outside stimulus, then you will be able to follow this step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 easily, and you will be able to quit. Okay, now make sure that you subscribe for this YouTube channel, share this video if you liked it. Maybe it will be useful for somebody who experiences the weed addiction, and see you guys in my next video as always.